Something different. You've all taken a huge step to be here, right? Huge step.
Ivy Chen is part of an ambitious program to integrate hundreds of Chinese students in Clinton, Iowa. She and her peers are the first recruits. The program could revive the heartland town and become a model for growing other depressed areas in the U.S.
Are you a little nervous, a little excited, a little anxious?
Ivy's program aims to benefit both Clinton and the Chinese students. Clinton needs to replenish a shrinking student population. And in China, there's a thirst for a U.S. education.
很多人每次他们问我英文名字叫什么，我说叫 Ivy， 他们就会以为说，哎，你是不是要去读 Ivy League？ 怎么说？
Hungry for a U.S. college education, Chinese families see U.S. high schools as a stepping stone, a place where kids acclimate in advance to U.S. education and culture.
You got it! Easy stuff. Oh no, I might be teaching it complicated.
And China's economic growth means more and more parents can afford an expensive tuition. The number of Chinese kids in U.S. high schools grew 50 times over the past decade to more than 33,000. But Ivy's program is about more than education. It's about China's potential to transform struggling U.S. towns. The education program is reviving Clinton's historic college campus, which now serves as a dorm and study space for the Chinese students. The campus became abandoned in 2015 as Clinton declined, but today it's owned and run by a Chinese education company. The company aims to bring over more than 300 Chinese students and vows to spread the economic benefits into the community. And this is the guy who brought China to Clinton.
你好吗？我叫 Lei Ri, which is my Chinese name. I'm Brian Clem.
An international businessman who has seen China's wealth, Clem bought the unused campus in 2015. He first tried to set up a STEM academy here, but the state of Iowa didn't have the money for it. So Clem turned his gaze to Chinese students. He found a Chinese company that bought the campus, and the company signed a one-year contract to pay Clinton High School out-of-state tuition for 72 Chinese students. The school board voted unanimously for the deal.
So this year alone, we'll put $500,000 into their budget. They're the only high school in Iowa not frozen or laying off teachers.
The school hired 5 new teachers.
So all these parents are hearing that their class sizes are going down because of these kids.
So far, 15 Chinese students signed up for the first trimester, but businesses around town are already seeing opportunities.
So they hired 2 Mandarin speakers over the summer. They put an ATM on our campus. The car dealerships are reaching out to us about they want to know when these kids can start driving, which we'll see about that. So we've been telling this Chinese restaurant, you need to start getting real Chinese food.
These kids are going to go to the movies and they're going to go to the local stores, and that's been gone for like 3.5 years from Clinton, and they need it. They really need this campus to be a driver in their economy from a pure spending.
But the arrival of Chinese students means more than a potential economic revival.
It's like yeah, in the middle of you know.
We're bringing cultural diversity, globalization. I mean, these kids are going to compete with Chinese kids and Indian kids. They are. When they go to college not far from here in Iowa City, there's 4,000 Chinese already there. They go to Iowa State, there's 2,500. So make friends and learn to study together and learn that you all want to play Fortnite tonight. Like, kids are kids.
Start.
In recent years, some U.S. towns have recruited Chinese students to fill empty seats at public high schools. If bringing hundreds of Chinese students to Clinton proves fruitful for both sides, it could become a model for developing other places. But still, it's a pretty big if. there will be cultural and ideological gaps.
所以呢，你不要看到哦，他们历史书上居然写哦这一段这个历史事件，我们之前总是说很好，他们就是说啊这个历史事件对于他们来说怎么样，然后就一激动就发给你们以前的同学什么的，或者是你一激动然后就发了一个朋友圈，不要就是对太 gossip 或者是。
And then there's politics.
There's a lot of voices out there that aren't into internationalization, aren't into trying to find our common humanity.
But still, Clinton's district representatives, Democrats and Republicans all supported bringing Chinese and local kids together. The heartland town is opting for globalization and for moments like this.
I was gonna say, even the fact that we all know the same music right now.
Yeah, we all
that wouldn't have happened 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
So you mean Gen Z will become a more globalized generation?
I think for sure, and I think it's gonna get a lot more open. I'm very excited about it.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time, but I don't know. I think that's what my research paper was about. I can't remember. It's been a long time.
This town needed some hope. They needed someone to say this town is worth investing in rather than I'm going to move somewhere else because I don't think this place has a future. They needed something to rally around and they totally stepped up.